Well, I am so excited to be here with Elizabeth Hansen. She is the Chief Development Officer at Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Midlands. Love this organization. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to see you, Andy, on Zoom and to be with everyone and share a little bit more about our organization. So thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
Well, for those who don't know what Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Midlands is, and I can't believe that many people do not know, but tell us about the organization, your mission, and who you serve.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I think most people, first, I'd like to say it's kind of interesting. People always say, now, are you Boys and Girls Club or Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Oh,
And both
yeah.
are great
Yeah.
organizations, but they're more of an after school program. But we are a mentoring organization. We've been in Omaha 60 plus years. We match BIGS, which is the volunteer, with the youth in the program called Littles, and we call them a match. And we have two different types of models of that program: community based, where they go out into the community, Andy, 2 to 4 times a month,
Yeah.
and they can do activities, and we put on free activities. Or we introduced, and it got delayed a little bit during the pandemic, but we are now in the Council Bluffs schools and in Ralston in our Mentor U program. And that's a little bit different. That is a more of a virtually technology enhanced mentoring program where we have staff that go into the schools and they work with a classroom of students, and then those students are matched with a mentor, and then they answer questions on a secure platform once a week, and then they get together about every 6 weeks. So a little bit different for someone who travels or someone who maybe has a little
I
crazier
love that.
schedule. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And those kids are kids in our community-based program come in between 7 and 14. For that Mentor U program, it's a little bit older. It's ninth grade, and we are excited to announce that we will be going into the middle schools in Council Bluffs. They ask us, and we're going to be in Millard coming up in the January school
Wow.
semester. So very excited.
Very
So
exciting. And yeah, and just, I love how, you just you add things and you do things differently. And when
you have to pivot. You have to,
yeah,
we
yeah.
realized also, Andy, during the pandemic that obviously families need more services than just mentoring. So we identified one of the things that we were is a conduit for some of these families to other services. So we actually started a
Wow.
full-time position called a family resource coordinator. And that person basically hears from our match support specialist, or the people who are talking to the parent guardian, and maybe they need help with rent, maybe they need it's food insecurity. And so our family resource coordinator helps connect them to those resources and then follows that match, which is really wonderful to make sure that they are connecting. Because one of the
Yes.
barriers with resources in the community, as you probably know, is that families might not know how to access those resources that are available. So we
Yeah.
identified that need. And so it's an enhancement to our program, or a wraparound service. We're not changing our core one-to-one mentoring, but we're adding something that really benefits the families and youth that we serve in the community.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so amazing. And I love it. That's great. Um, I know that we're looking at kind of end of year giving and
Mhm.
also
Absolutely.
looking at 2024. So how can we support you? How can the community support you? Um,
Absolutely. So we just came off the Giving Tuesday, which was very exciting for our organization and others across the community. But year end is a huge philanthropic time for people. They're sort of looking back and thinking about, what are my organizations that my values line up with that I want to give to. So we just did a year end appeal that went out to mailboxes that hit homes, but people can go to our website. They can check out. Obviously, we would love to have them inquire about being a big or volunteering, but year end gifts, that makes a huge difference. And one thing that I like to tell people about is our matchmakers or our monthly donors, Andy, because those people essentially are making impact every single month. And they don't have to make one big check or one big donation. You could say give $25 a month. And every month that is helping us take kids off the wait list, because all of those monthly donors together really do create impact. And I like to tell people, for the price of a large grande coffee anymore, you can be, helping a nonprofit every single month. And so there's an option on the website to be a monthly
yeah.
donor or one-time gift donor. So donating is wonderful. Mentoring is great. Checking into that. We're always looking for mentors, especially male mentors. It's a little bit harder to get the men involved
Okay.
on the front side. So always in need of male mentors for sure. But
Yeah.
anyone,
Yeah.
checking into it.
All right. Well, such great information, and we're about out of time. I encourage people bbbsomaha.org.
.org. Correct. That's our website, and they can find more about volunteering, and they can make their year-end donation there. And any questions they have, Andy, I'd also encourage them to reach out, connect with someone on the website. There's resources. We are always happy to have a conversation, and we'd love to have more of the community involved. So thank you.
Well, and I look forward to talking to you after after the first of the year. I know January is National
Mentoring Month. It is, exactly. Yes.
So perhaps we can have a conversation too early in January to talk about that, because what you do, Big Brothers Big Sisters, is so important, and this organization in the Midlands is just it rocks. You guys do such a great job. So
well, we are excited to be on and share the word. So thank you, Andy.
You are welcome.